Hello everybody, this is Parker Paredes with Wizard Hawaii, and in partnership with Miley Girl Productions, I'm here with Dylan Urbanik, one of our students at Hawaii Judo Academy. White belt here. Dylan, how you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
Good, man. Good. So, Dylan, I've trained with you before. You're a good, big, strong guy. Tell me, how long have you been training here?
So I've been training here for about 2 months now. Beginning of January, I finally was like, hey, I gotta give this a try. I've been wanting to for a while.
Excellent. Excellent. So January, you're starting. It's fresh. How many days a week you training, Dylan?
Tuesday, Friday, I go to the classes, and then every Saturday I try to make it in for an hour and a half open mat.
Awesome. Awesome. So Sensei Joel is your head sensei right now?
Sensei Joel, yep.
Awesome.
He's awesome.
How's that experience?
He's just super like attention to detail,
Yeah.
and I feel like the fact that we have as many people in our class as we do, the fact he's able to go around to every student and give them, like a proper amount of time to really teach us, it says a lot about him. He's an awesome teacher.
Excellent.
Super solid guy.
Excellent.
Yep.
And Dylan, you and I have talked before, and I know you come here on Saturdays mainly for the open mat and that live experience. Tell me how that has added to your game.
It's been a game changer for sure, because sometimes I'll be in class and it's not that I don't feel like I understand the move per se, but it's kind of like I need a few extra reps, and I can't go home and practice with my wife. She's too small. But coming in on Saturdays, I usually come in with my buddy Thurman, and just getting to really get the foot placement down and the gripping, and kind of get that feel for what it really feels like to follow through with some of those throws. It's made all the difference in the world. I feel a lot more confident walking out. Yeah, for sure.
Dylan, you're touching on something that's really critical, right? Because there's one thing to go through uchikomis and do the drilling, but the body mechanics for finishing some of this stuff takes your mind and your body into a whole different realm.
100%.
Like committing and what it feels like to actually be light, committing so much, and then you're finishing that throw. It's a different feel.
Well, another thing too that I found when I first started here was, so I always lifted a lot before starting judo, but I found that when doing the some of the throws like Taiotoshi, when you're putting your arm up and you're looking at your watch, I feel like you're almost like activating muscle bodies that you might not have necessarily activated before.
It feels weak in the beginning, doesn't it?
So you feel weak, and I could go to the gym and I could put up pretty heavy weight,
right?
But then I come to judo class and I'm with a dude that's my size, and I'm like, whoa.
And just this opening feels.
Oh, it's a lot. Like I can remember after my first class being like, man, it's not even my deltoids that were sore. It was like parts of my arm where I was like,
small little muscles.
So coming into open mat and just constantly doing that repetition, because it's an hour and a half.
Sure.
You're like, okay, I feel a little bit better now, because that muscle is getting used to being torn down and built back up. So I definitely feel a lot stronger too.
Awesome.
So I love that. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So the beginning class is going good. You guys are getting into Rendori. Do you feel like judo is something that is gonna stick with you for a long time?
Definitely. Yeah, I was talking to my wife about it last night. On my way home from class, actually, I was like, when our daughters are old enough, I want to put them in this, and I want this to be like our family's thing. Sure. Because I grew up playing football and baseball and doing a bunch of other stuff, but I didn't really love it. I liked it. I enjoyed the camaraderie. Sure. But I didn't get that itch, Whereas with judo, I can remember my first class, which obviously when you're starting out, you're not killing it, but I was like, I like this. I like this a lot. And I like the competitiveness that comes with it, and I'm like hooked on it.
Sure.
So, for sure.
There's certain things that we engage in that like flood our consciousness. And like when we're not here, we're thinking about it, or like, hey, I didn't do this well, or I could do this better.
Oh yeah, well that's me all the time now. I'll be watching YouTube videos on how to set up certain move sequences and stuff, and I've never been hooked on something like that before in my life.
Well, it's a good addiction. It's a healthy addiction.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's good cardio. I didn't realize how out of shape I was until I came in here. I was like, whoa, huffing and puffing. So it's definitely a good time.
Well, Dylan, we appreciate you as a student here, and it's a pleasure to have you on the mat. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you out on the mat.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Aloha.